Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now in this video, I'll be talking to a girl who is living in South Korea. To be precise, she is living in Seoul and studying Korean language in Seoul National University. So this video is for people who want to study in South Korea and after that they want to work in South Korea. So a lot of people from my channel or they already know that if you want to study in South Korea with a scholarship, you can apply for Global Korea Scholarship, that is GKS. But in case if you don't get the GKS, there are still other ways you can go to Korea and study in South Korea. So in this conversation, this is a casual conversation which I have recorded. So I'll be sharing that, and then you can get to know about the perspective what Riya has to share with us. So let's start the video and let's see what Riya has to say. So let's go. And first, you'll just introduce yourself. That's all.
Uh, okay.
So where are you
So
from in India, and what are you doing right now?
I'm from Uttar Pradesh,
Okay.
and I did my bachelor's in tourism studies from Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management, Delhi.
Okay.
And then last year, in the month of September, I came here, Korea, for my Korean language course at SNU.
Yeah. Seoul National University, top
Yeah.
university. So I mean, how is life in Seoul? Is it like it's too busy life, or as a language student, because when you go for a language program there is always something like you have a lot of assignments and at the same time you have some other things also. So how is life?
Uh, it is fun, but at the same time, it's difficult because we have classes or up till 5 hours,
Okay.
and then we get a lot of homework to do, and we also have presentations in the class in Korean language, for of
Yeah, yeah.
course. So it's difficult, but if you manage, so it would be good. But I think for me, it's difficult.
So let's say if I don't know anything about Korean, okay, I zero knowledge, so can
Yeah.
I enroll for that class, or do you have some like basic knowledge? Do you need some basic knowledge for that?
No, for level one, you don't need to have any basic knowledge. Like if
Okay.
you have already learned Korean, so you can take a placement test. So according to the score, you will get enrolled in whichever
Okay.
language you want. But initially, you don't need to know any
So you
Korean.
just start from the zero beginners level.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's good. I mean, so how long is the duration of that course, language program?
Language program is almost for a year, for one
Okay.
year, 6 months. But it depends. Like so many students only take for 3 levels, 2 levels. So it depends. But it is for 1 year.
And like, what is the eligibility? Like, is it like anyone with a bachelor degree can apply, or anyone with a master's degree? Or what? Like, what is the eligibility?
Eligibility is anyone can apply even after 12th or 10th standard.
Oh,
Like,
so I mean,
yeah,
so you just complete your high school and then you can apply
yeah.
for this.
After completing your high school, you can join.
Oh, that's interesting because many of people who are like are applying for undergraduate degree also, so they can learn Korean first. So how important
Yeah.
is Korean language
Oh,
in
very
Korea?
important.
No, I
Very,
mean
very
in terms
important.
of job perspective, because as a student you don't know, because you maybe if you go for a degree program the classes will be in English, or sometimes the international students you talk in English, but
Yeah,
for a job perspective, because ultimately you need a job, right?
yeah. For part-time, you need to know Korean, but where I worked as a part-timer, there they know little bit English, but still it was hard because mm, they
Yeah.
were not so good in English. So you need to know Korean, of course.
So let's say if I'm a language student, okay, I go to Korea to learn the language from zero level. I don't know any
Mhm.
Korean. So how will I get a part-time job?
In that case, like you can apply here so many apps like Hire Korea and Job Life in Korea. These kind of apps you can apply there, and you can select an option that Korean language is not important. So
Okay.
there, but still you need to know Korean.
So maybe very less, one or two jobs.
Yeah, one or two jobs. Yeah, You can get for sure.
So yeah, so nothing is I mean nothing is possible without Korean. So
Yeah.
you be-
Because where I was working, I didn't need to communicate so much with the people.
ah
So that's why it was okay for me.
yeah, even in Japan, I mean there are many jobs where don't have to communicate. Maybe you just have to clean or maybe cook or something,
Yeah,
right?
same like
Like
that.
behind the convenience stores. So they have
Yeah.
okay. So you did your bachelor's, right? So maybe
Yeah.
after doing the language program, you will be doing a master's.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
where are you planning to do it? Like SNU itself or like go somewhere else?
SNU is one of my option,
Hmm.
but I will apply for GKS also this year,
Okay.
and yeah, but SNU is one of the option.
So you will apply for GKS, but right now GKS applications are going on, right?
Yeah. My documents are still coming from India. That's why I'm waiting.
So yeah, apostille and everything. This is like,
Yeah.
so you'll apply for university track in Seoul, right? I
Yeah.
mean Seoul National University.
No. I'm applying in Ajoy University
Okay.
because I have a major there. That's why.
Okay. Yeah. All the best for that. Uh,
Thank you.
so you will have a Korean language. So I think it's okay. I mean, so even if you are not getting GKS in the first trial, so you can come to Korea, do a language course, and then apply for GKS. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think there will be many people doing like that, right? Do you know some people like that?
Yeah, there was one more girl in my class. She's also doing like that, and one of my friend is also doing like that. But
Okay.
mostly people here are not for GKS who are doing language here. Most of them are they are
Wow.
for working purpose also. They
Yeah.
want to work here, and some want to join masters in the same university they are learning language.
Okay. So if I may ask, why don't you want to work? I mean, you can directly work, right? Why masters?
Because I want to do masters. I don't want to work. I want to have a master degree. That's why.
Okay. So there's like two ways now. So let's say if you don't get GKS, then maybe you can go for a language school and do a master's after that.
Yeah.
But there is also another way, like if you don't get GKS, then you can directly apply for masters, right? There are many
Yeah.
scholarships,
Mhm.
university scholarships also. So
Yeah,
what about
that's
that? Do
why I
you,
came here because from India it's difficult to know
yeah,
how many opportunities you have here. When you are here in Korea, you can individually go to as many as universities you want, and you
yeah,
can survey them.
because there are many university scholarship and the stipend
Yeah,
will be almost same,
yeah.
So
Only they don't cover the flight ticket, but
flight
everything
tickets,
is.
exactly. So I mean, GKS is not the end of the life. I mean, there are many
Yeah.
even in Japan, there are certain fellowships which are
Mm,
paying more than MEXT. So
mm.
so I mean, yeah, it's like people should not think about like because they are crazy behind GKS. So
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, but
yeah,
GKS is not the only option to come Korea. There are so many other options.
yeah, there are many people doing language. So language is the best
Yeah,
option, because ultimately
yeah,
you
I
need the
think.
language.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That's a good thing. So how is your like so your food, I mean, so you cook by yourself or like you eat outside?
I'm a vegetarian, so yeah, I
Okay,
cook by myself.
vegetarian.
Yeah, so
So
I cook by myself for most of the times, but also there are certain Korean dishes which are veg, so you can eat them as a vegetarian.
I don't believe. I mean, there is nothing vegetarian in
Yeah.
Japan. So except eggs. If you eat eggs, yeah, it's okay.
Uh,
So yeah, I mean, so how about the expenses? Like if because if you eat outside, then expenses will be a little bit more, right?
yeah.
So
Korea is expensive for Indians, so
and you're living in Seoul.
yeah, it is expensive. That's why I cook for most of the time.
Okay.
But like for the basic Korean restaurants, they are not that expensive. So you can have meal there. You can ask them that I don't want meat. So they prepare like that and you can
But
have
that
that.
will be Korean dish, right?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
Korean
I
dish.
mean, I think the Korean dish is like, okay, that's okay. I'm not gonna comment
Yeah,
on that. So I I
yeah,
don't want to
Korean
get
food
yeah.
or not that bad. But yeah,
No, no, no,
it's okay.
no. Let's don't say about because we'll be putting that on YouTube. So, so what if some Korean people watching this interview?
They're gonna say that she is living in Korea and still doesn't
But
like
but
the food.
but my Korean friends, you should try Indian food, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indian foods are yummy. I miss them.
So in Seoul, I think there'll be many Indian restaurants, right?
Yeah. Otsal is one of the famous ones.
Okay. So yeah, that's okay. But again, it will be very expensive for sure.
It is expensive. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So okay, if you're talking about expenses, then what are your expenses right now per month?
For a month,
Just
you wanna know in INR?
take out the girly things out of it. Just
Okay.
we'll stick to the
So
basic
like
things like food, accommodation.
for the accommodation, I used to pay 23,000 INR per month for my
Okay.
rent.
Okay.
And for the bill expenses, maybe around, it's not that expensive, maybe around 1,200 in INR.
So
And
so what about the bills? Like, is it electricity, gas, and everything? Like,
yeah, everything
oh,
included.
that's cheap. Okay.
Yeah, that's cheap. That's cheap.
Okay. So
Mhm.
gas, utilities, you have like maybe 1,500, and then
Yeah.
accommodation, you have like 25,000, you said? 20,000?
23, but yeah, 23.
25,000, make it simple.
Okay, 25. Okay.
Okay. And the other things, what we need food, right? So what is the food
Yeah.
expense? Like if you cook by yourself.
If I cook by myself, then it's not that expensive because I bought so many things from India itself. So
Mm,
I have them in stock now. So
spices
yeah, spices especially.
and pulses
Mhm.
also, right?
Yeah, pulses. But here in local market, you can find pulses easily. I found some of them.
Okay, okay. So if
Mhm.
you are coming from India, only bring
Yeah,
spices.
yeah. For Asians, it's not difficult to live in Korea.
But if an Indian is coming, so I think you won't be getting that spices, right? Like that garam
Yeah.
masala and all these things.
No, not at all. I bought them from India.
Yeah, yeah. So if you are
But
coming,
here are certain apps where you can find Indian things. Even
okay.
on Kupang also you can find.
But that will be expensive again, right?
Yeah, it is expensive.
So it's better if you use all your flight, that 34 kgs or 32 kgs, whatever they give.
Air
So
India has 46, around 46.
okay, 23 into 2. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So yeah, even when I was coming to Japan, I bring a lot of spices. So spices is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, the food cost. What is the food cost? You didn't tell that.
Food cost is maybe around for a month, I guess 3,000, 4,000 INR.
Just three. What?
Yeah, because I cook by myself, that's why.
So I mean, what are you cooking? Are you cooking something? Maybe you
Yeah,
are.
I used to cook roti, sabzi, dal, chawal.
So I mean, sabzi would be. I mean, the vegetables are expensive, right?
Yeah, vegetables are expensive, but as I told you, the location where I live, I
Hmm.
have a local market, and that's so cheap.
Ah. Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah. So we
yeah,
call that like, so like India, we have mandi, right? Sabzi mandi.
mandi. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sabzi mandi.
Okay. But if you buy from, the big stores or something, then it is very
There it's expensive,
I get it now.
very
But
expensive.
so
Yeah,
it's good that
strawberries
you can
and
find,
onions are.
mandis in Seoul also.
Yeah, you can find.
Oh, that's good. Then Seoul is cheaper than Japan.
Maybe.
Okay. So food is also, I mean, maybe 5,000. Let's make it more simple. Then
Yeah,
25,000, then 1,500 and 5,000. So 32,000, maybe around 32,000.
maybe around 32,000.
Okay. So I mean, that's cheap. I mean, if even if you are like, so how about like if you are living in a shared house or something like that? Like this cost was
Mm.
alone or like with a shared person?
No, alone because I live alone. But for a shared person, it would be little cheaper because you will share the expenses.
Okay. And how about the commuting, like going from one place to another? Like because that is also an important thing, right?
Yeah, the best thing here is public transportation, subways and buses. They are the
Okay.
best. And
So
you should
that
have a T-money card, and that's it. You can go
so they're
anywhere.
cheap. Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you know how to save money and you know where where to buy the food and everything, and if you cook
Yeah.
by yourself, if you have like, but do you get sufficient time to cook?
These days I was getting due to my vacations, but since from tomorrow I have classes, so but I used to manage.
So so how is the life of a language? Like maybe for a language student, it's like from 9 a.m. to you have like
1
afternoon
p.m.
1 p.m.,
Yeah,
right?
Mhm.
So after that you come back to home, and if you have a part-time job, you go there.
Yeah.
So
Earlier it was like that only for me because after coming back from classes, I directly used to go to my part-time job and then come back and cook something, eat something. That's it. Because
okay.
yeah, due to part-time job, we don't get time. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I think if someone is like willing to come to Korea and live in Korea, then he or she can directly come to Korea and then start doing part-time job and studying, because that's not because many people are doing like that, right?
Yeah, but like it's not legal to work before 6 months. So
Okay.
you can work after 6 months, not before that. But mostly they don't ask about this. They don't care. But like if you get caught, so it would be
Mhm.
problem.
And how
Your
many
visa
hours
can
you
get
can
cancelled.
work?
For 6 hours
No, no, no. I mean, there's a limit or something like per month or something, or per week.
for working hours.
Yeah, working hours.
Working hour in a day is like 6 hours only.
So that's the limit, like maximum.
Yeah, yeah, maximum 6 hours.
Okay.
That's the
So
limit.
for a week, it is like 42 hours, right? Like, yeah.
Mhm.
In Japan, it's 28 hours per week.
Ah,
So it's less. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
less.
mean, that is also good. So if you are doing,
That is good.
part-time job and earning money. So how about the fees? Like, you had to pay before coming to Korea, or like after you came and you paid the fee?
Before coming to Korea, like when you get accepted in the university, then you have to register.
Hmm.
So you have to pay the fee.
So what is like all the process? Like, can you explain like in a
Process
short
is
way?
they will provide their bank account details and you have
Mhm.
to directly transfer the money into their account. So you can, yeah, I directly did that from India. I just transferred the fee into their
Okay.
account. That's
So okay, so from the process, let's say like you thought of doing the language school. So how, I
yeah.
mean, why I mean, from where did you get to know about the language program in SNU, and then how you approached these kind of things, like where you applied online or something like that?
Uh, when I didn't get accepted last year in GKS, so I decided that I wanna go Korea. So I
Yes.
just so I just thought that how it would be doing Korean language in Korea itself, because in India I was not getting that environment to learn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just in the month of April, you
Mm-hmm.
will have a registration period for autumn session that starts from September.
Okay.
So in April, I applied and I got accepted in SNU. And then you need to submit some documents, but
Mm-hmm.
those documents should be apostilled.
Okay.
And you also need to submit your grade cards also. I don't know why they asked for that, but you need to submit them. And then once you get accepted, you will get an email that you are accepted and everything about that, how you have to buy a book, how you can come from airport to university.
Mm-hmm.
They tell everything and then just pay the fee. That's it.
So if I may ask, like, the process, like, is it completely online, or do you have to send the hard copies
Yeah,
also?
completely online. Completely online. SNU has completely online.
Okay. So there are other language school also, which is like not in Seoul, but it's possible, right? I mean, the different cities, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, because not everyone wants to go live in Seoul, right? Because it's expensive. So maybe,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So okay, so that the process is easy. Like, so once notification is out,
Mhm.
you apply online, you submit all the documents, and once
Mhm.
you're selected, you do what they say, pay the fees and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
They
what
will
like
send you the.
so what are the documents? What were the documents? Like some important documents, maybe if you can.
My important documents was passport, and
Mhm.
then your recent degree certificate. Recent
Okay.
degree is like high school or anything you did
Yeah, yeah,
recently,
yeah.
but that must be apostille. And also your mark sheet, grade card, that also apostille. And yeah, these three were the most important: passport and this, and your parents' identity, your parents' passport or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I think you missed one of the important document, that is some bank statement also, right?
Oh yes, yes, it is. Bank statement are very important.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I submitted it. Bank
So,
statement also.
so how much money we need that? Yeah,
It was, I don't remember exactly, but in
just a rough
INR,
figure.
maybe it was around 10 lakhs or something.
Okay. Yeah, because when you apply for visa, you need that statement, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
was like 10 lakh something. You must have your in your account. 10 lakh.
Yeah. But to be honest, like even if you show 10 lakhs, right, at the time of application, so after you come to Korea, once you start doing your work and start earning, then maybe you will not be using that money, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not using that money. That was only for to show them.
Show them, yeah,
But,
exactly.
yeah.
So people should not be worried like they'll be spending 10 lakhs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you will not spend 10 lakh all in 1 year.
exactly. So maybe the first money which you will be spending from India will be only fees or flight.
Fees and flight. Yes. And
Yeah,
visa also.
yeah, and the visa things and all.
Yeah.
So I mean that's okay. I mean if you really want to go to Korea, I mean these things you can do, right? And let's say
Yeah.
if you're working in India, so there are many professionals who are working in India. They want GKS,
Mhm.
but I think if you have some savings, you can apply for
Yeah.
these kind of programs also, language program, and go to Korea.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean
Yeah,
if you,
yeah. For those who are working, it's easy for them for the expenses.
yeah. So when did you graduate? Like last year itself?
In I graduated in 2000 when? Oh my God.
21.
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are a graduate of pandemic. So
Yeah.
okay, I mean that's good. I mean, so you graduated 21 and then you started like application for GKS, but unfortunately not. So, but then you still went to Korea and
No,
now you are in.
it's like, no, no, no. I graduated in 2022, last year itself. Last year itself. In the month of May, I got graduated. Yes.
Okay, so you had your degree at the time of application for this particular program. I mean, this language.
No, 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 no. My degree didn't came that time, so I just submitted the, like, what you say, expected degree certificate at that time.
Okay,
So
so you can apply for this language program with expected graduation certificate,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
not like
With
GKS.
expected or even you're with high school, no problem.
So like in GKS, if you have read the guidelines, they have clearly written that you need a degree right now.
Recent, yeah,
Yeah.
recent. Yeah.
So it's okay if you are not applying for GKS, you apply for language with expected graduation certificate. So
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, so that's like okay. So people should not be, they should not be worried if they want to really go to Korea, because there are many people who want to go to Korea, but they don't know how to go to Korea. So
Yeah. So many people ask me also on Instagram. So I used to tell them that language is the best option if you
yeah,
didn't get scholarship. Language
yeah.
is the best option.
And how about the master's scholarship, like these, like directly from India, if you apply for these kind of scholarships? Do you know anything about that?
Directly, there are so many like GKS, POSCO,
Hmm.
and also Samsung Fellowship, something like that.
No, no, no. I mean, the professors, like some professors will also give you some funding, right? If you are working in the lab.
Oh, yeah, professors funding. So you have to contact them directly. You
Okay,
need to email them.
okay.
Yeah.
So I
But
mean,
that thing is done by research students, I guess. But my field is not like that. So I
yeah.
didn't do that.
So if
Mhm.
you are from engineering background or if you want to do
Yeah.
some research, then
Mhm.
maybe. So I mean, yeah, many ways. I mean,
There are so many ways. Yeah. Yeah.
all you have to do is work hard.
Hmm.
So how is the weather? I mean, right now is like,
It's still cold. It's still cold, but these days it's not that cold.
so if you want to live in Korea, then which part you will prefer, Seoul or like not Seoul?
Uh, I think Seoul is the more convenient one,
Yeah, of
and
course.
other reasons are also better. But for me, I think I want to go now in countryside. I want to study there. I'm done
Yeah,
with Seoul.
yeah, yeah.
So
So many people, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, so how is your like weekend? How are your weekends? Like, is it still going on in vacation? Like, I mean, sometimes like the people who are doing language, they will do a lot of part-time jobs during weekends also. So
Yeah.
so how is your weekend going on?
My weekend these days, I had nothing to do, so I was just exploring Seoul with my friends. That's it.
Mhm. Okay.
And because I left my part-time job, so yeah, I was exploring Seoul then.
So you left so I think your program is gonna be finishing in September, right?
Yeah, in
Okay.
September. No, like uh, I'm going this time in level 3. So yeah, maybe around next year February, till next year February, my language will be there.
So it's like 1.5 years.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it started from September, right?
Yeah, I started from September, but I'm just like deciding to do or repeat a level again.
Ah, okay. So you're
So
planning
that's
to
why.
take topic also? Like,
Yeah, I'm planning to take topic also.
okay, okay. Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, if you're applying for GKS and if you have topic, then of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
that will be
that's
helpful.
good.
So how about like having IELTS also?
I don't have that because I will simply submit a document stating that my whole bachelor's was in English.
Mm.
So instead of that, I will do that because I asked my university. They said that it's okay to submit that, so that's why.
So you personally visited AJO University and you talk about GKS or something?
Till now, I'm talking them through email.
Mm-hmm.
But when I will, but because you have to submit your documents in hard copy form in
Yeah.
GKS, so I have to go there when I need to submit.
Okay, okay. So I hope you get the GKS this year. So even
Maybe.
even if
I
people
hope
don't
so.
get GKS, they are still living in Korea, right? So like you. So so yeah.
Yes.
I mean that's good. I mean, yeah, it was really. I mean, because my whole aim to make this video is like to tell the people, right? Like, don't get disheartened. There are many ways to go to Korea. So, but yeah, the life will be difficult. I mean, you should be very,
Very difficult.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you should not be in a fancy world like I'll go to Korea and enjoy the life.
Just come out from the K-drama dream. There's nothing like that. You have to
Exactly,
struggle here. There is
exactly.
no CEO coming to help you. You have to do everything on your own.
So that's true. I mean, we should not get inspired by TV series. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
of course, you can get inspired by the developments in the countries and technology and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so life is difficult, but it's not impossible to live.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think living standard is really good here. People live a very, what you can say, special life here. I can say you have so many things to entertain yourself.
Yeah, of
So,
course. And living
so
in
it's better.
capital of like South Korea, of course there will be many things you can do.
Yeah.
And but you'll have many opportunities also because since you're in Seoul,
Yeah.
like you said, there will be like some part-time jobs if you even if you don't know Korean. But if you go to countryside, maybe there won't be any part-time job like that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. In Seoul, you have so many part-time jobs,
yeah,
and they also really need you. They also really need part-timers. So
yeah, of
it's not
course.
difficult.
E- Easy people to hire and then
Yeah.
but since you are paid per hourly basis, so it's okay. So I mean,
Yeah.
if it's up to you how many hours you want to work.
Yeah. It depends.
So yeah, so do you miss Indian food?
Yeah, a lot. That's
Yeah.
why I used to go Indian restaurants sometimes.
But if I may ask, like, are the owner of that Indian restaurants actually Indians or maybe some other nationality?
Indian. He's Indian.
Okay, that's great. I'm not gonna comment on Japan Indian restaurants. So
So in Japan, there is no Indian restaurants?
I mean there are, but the place where I am right now, so there are many Indian restaurants, but most of them are run by Nepali people. So
Oh, here
yeah,
also some of them run by Nepali people,
yeah,
but the famous one is
yeah,
Indian.
yeah. The famous and expensive one would be the
Yeah,
Indian.
expensive one. Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. So anyway, I think I asked you a lot of questions, and if you want to say something like at the end, like, inspire
Uh,
people.
uh, like I will only say one thing, that even if you didn't get GKS scholarship or POSCO or anything, you don't need to get disappointed, because here in Korea there are so many opportunities. So the one step is you can do language here, apply for the language first year, and while doing language you can survey your major, your university,
Yeah,
wherever you want, and it's the best way to do so. And you also get to make friends here. They will also help you out in that.
yeah,
Even you will get familiar with your professors. They will also help you in that.
yeah. Like even if you are from engineering background, you can go to Korea, learn the language, and maybe
Yeah,
personally talk to professors. Like you want to
yeah.
do the research in your lab,
Mhm.
and maybe he will give you funding after that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This
So that is
happens.
also a possibility. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that was good. I mean, that's very good. And I mean, what else I can say? I mean, all the questions I have asked, and I have nothing to ask. So thank you for your time. And
Thank you for inviting me on your
yeah,
channel.
yeah, it's my pleasure that I invite people. So I mean, since this is my first time I'm doing that, so maybe I'll invite many people who are not
Mhm.
only GKS, because GKS is like too much of. Sometimes I think GKS is like people are going crazy behind that. They don't want to
Yeah,
explore other aspects also. Like,
yeah,
because I have seen many people saying that if they don't get this year, they will apply next year again.
yeah,
Why you apply next year again? Maybe you try other way to go to Korea.
yeah,
So
yeah. There are so many ways. Why to wait for a year?
yeah,
There are so many ways.
just save little bit money and apply
Yeah.
and go.
Save little bit money and apply. That's it.
Yeah, because once you land in Korea, it's up to you how you want to live.
Yeah, once you land here, so it's up to you, and you can find your opportunities also here, what you want to do. Because so many people came here for masters, but now they are doing job after language.
Yeah,
So it,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
priority will change.
yeah, priorities will change.
That's good. So thank you so much, Riya, for your time.
Thank you.
So I hope you like this video, and if you like this video and you want me to make such videos with different people, so you can put down in the comments and I'll try to invite many people. And if this video was helpful, then please subscribe and like the video. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah.